Ford, truck or trick? Everyone knows what the acronym FORD stands for. Fix or repair daily. It's a standing joke to Ford makers. Yet we've recently seen an influx of Ford cars, SUVs, and trucks driving all over the highways and city roads. We had our undercover reporter, Cecil Richzip, interview a few people who had recently bought a Ford. And what he found was shocking. You see, in every Ford facility, there's one thing that they all have in common. It's not the cars, it's not the rims, it's not the cheesy salespeople who try to put on the extra package that you can't afford. It's the basement. The basement that should hold spare parts for their cars that break down daily. Instead, it holds a chair and a machine with power to corrupt the human mind. Power that will make you buy a Ford. If Cecil were here today, he'd tell you the horrors he saw of the people who left a Ford facility that day and bought a car. They were drugged, they were lethargic, or they were a hillbilly who had no respect for a good car. Whenever Cecil discovered the basement, he got kicked out immediately. He had to put himself in several disguises to figure out what truly went on downstairs, and why, when a customer didn't seem very interested in a Ford, they ended up buying one that very same day. You see, in that basement with the chair and the strange machine, there were needles, there were pliers, and there were tiny little medications that were inserted into the brain to make someone think that Ford is the best car that was ever made in the United States of America. Ford sales have been down for years, but this year, all of a sudden, they've skyrocketed. Why, you ask? It's that basement. The basement where your mind is manipulated and turned into buying Ford. You can come in being a Chevy, a Toyota lover, and you leave, and Ford is all you can think about. Some think it's shock therapy, others think it's acid. But I know it's a microchip inserted into the decision-making portion of the brain. It takes over everything. All the good thoughts, all the bad. It takes over everything until you ultimately decide to buy a Ford. Now, I'm not too sure why Cecil Richzip isn't here right now reporting this story on his own, but I fear the worst. In a moment, we'll show you the phone call that I made to Cecil that shows that this is true. Ford, you are manipulating and you are brainwashing innocent civilians into buying your cars. Why not just make a better car? It's not that hard. Instead, you've taken innocent Americans and you've manipulated their brain to the point where all they can think about day or night is Ford. This has been Lavana, and I bring you the sad news of saying Cecil has betrayed us all. He bought a Ford. Little bastard stole my cupcake and I'm crying over him. Now, we'll listen to the phone call that describes Cecil's fate.
Hello?
Cecil.
Lavana?
Cecil, where are you? You're supposed to come and you're supposed to have my coffee and my cupcake in hand with the finished product for the segment that we're doing on Ford today. You've been gone for 3 hours. Where are you?
Lavana, I think I just bought a Ford. Ford is such a great car. It's been voted #1 truck in Texas for the past 4 years. You should come out and you should buy a Ford. Larry, hook me up.
Cecil, what are you talking about? Cecil, you're a Chevy. You have a Chevy parked in my driveway right now. Come get your car and bring my coffee and my cupcake. How hard is that to understand? God, you're like a prepubescent idiot. Oh, wait, that's what you are. You're barely old enough to have your license. What are you doing buying a car?
Lavana, let me have you talk to Larry. He's the one who hooked me up with this car. He's a really great guy. I remember the stairs. Basement. Hi, this is Larry with Ford Auto Sales. Your buddy Larry's just a little bit overexcited about his new Ford F-150. Isn't that right, bud? Yeah, I guess. Anyway, just want to let you know that if you come and little Cecil here refers you, he gets a $500 check towards his car. This is Larry with Ford Auto Sales. If you want to come in, let me talk to Cecil. What'd you do to Cecil? I'm sorry, ma'am, you're breaking up. Nice talking to you. Bye. And that was Cecil finishing up our undercover story about Ford. Truck or trick? I really hope that he remembers he owes me a cupcake. Because if not, Ford can keep him.